I haven't been this excited about a new piece of gear in a long time, but I'm also a little bit nervous this time as well because this is also new to me. I'm getting into printing. Printing my own work is something that I have wanted to do as a photographer for a very long time. There's something special about seeing your photography in a physical form. There's no other way to say it other than it just feels like a finished piece of art. If I wanted to print one of my images, I would have always used a website like Sol Digital or Whitewall and outsourced it to them and then get it delivered to me. And sites like that are great. They're really useful, they're fairly easy to use, and they are reasonably quick as well. However, they are not cheap in the slightest, and as soon as you start to do more and more, the cost just skyrockets. So with printing being something that I wanted to start doing more of in 2025, I thought it would be a good idea to invest in my own printer. So that's what I did. And I think it's something that every single photographer should consider doing. Oh, it's heavier than it looks as well. In the box, we get ink cartridges, 8 different coloured inks. I'll go more into that in another video. A CD-ROM. Who knew they still existed? Instruction manuals in different languages. Some sample paper. This is Canon Pro Platinum. I will definitely be testing that out. I'm really interested in looking at different papers and seeing how different papers affect how an image looks. Printing the same image on different papers can look really different. Power cable. This, I think, is the printer head where all of the different coloured ink cartridges go. This is the printer itself. For years, my images lived on hard drives, on my computer, on social media, and as great as they look on a screen, they always just felt a little bit incomplete. And that is because you're not actually viewing them for what they are, which is pieces of art, and you're viewing a much smaller version of that image as well. So that is why I decided to invest in the Canon PIXMA Pro 200. It is the perfect addition to this next part of my photography journey, and exactly what I needed to feel a little bit more excited about photography again in a new way. There is these orange sticky tabs absolutely everywhere. When you think you've found them all, there's more. It's a bit of a beast, this thing. I cannot wait to start using it. I have been interested in having a printer for so long because I've printed my own work in the past, but I've always done it through websites like Sol, Whitewall, Photobox and places like that. Me being interested in printing a lot more of my own work and wanting to learn more about the process of printing photography is probably worth investing in a printer of my own. So here we are. We got one. This is the Canon Pro 200. Now just gonna get on with setting it up because I'm very excited. All set up. I think it's about time that I tried to make a print, I guess. There is a lot that goes into it that I'm not going to go into in this video. I'm going to make another video all about that, getting your photos ready for printing. But for now, I'm just going to skip it. Well, not skip it, I'm going to actually do it, but I'm just going to make a print for this video. And I'm going to go with this image that I took in Japan earlier in the year, and I think I'm going to put it on this Pro Platinum paper, which is kind of glossy. I think it might work quite well with this image. So the way I'm going to do this is by using Canon's printing software, which is called Professional Print and Layout. Has already recognized my printer, the Canon Pro 200. I'm going to print a single image. You can choose if you want it borderless or with a border. I'm going to choose with a border. I really like prints with a border. Media type, I am going to choose photo papers and choose Canon Paper Pro Platinum. Use ICC profile. This is important, and this is one of the things I'm going to go into when I make a more in-depth video about printing. If this goes well first time, I will be over the moon. Let's hit print. Okay, But here we go. This is exciting. Oh my god, it's looking good. I can't believe it. Oh my god, that looks incredible. I am over the moon with that. I'm gonna have so much fun with this. When you see your images in print, it is a completely different experience to when you're flicking through on your hard drive or scrolling through on social media, because it is a tangible experience and it makes those images feel a little bit more real. It takes you back to when you took that image. And prints have longevity as well. If you look after these, they will last a lifetime because they're not tied to a piece of technology that might end up corrupting itself or get damaged and stop working. You can keep them in physical folders, you can frame them, you can hang them on the wall, and they are a constant reminder as to how great photography is. It can also really help to develop your skills as a photographer because when you print one of your images, you see every single detail. You see every shadow, every color, every highlight, and it pushes you to pay even more attention to your composition and your post-processing and your shooting techniques. But when you view those things on a screen, you might potentially overlook them because they're not as obvious as they are when you see them physically. And that is where your growth as a photographer starts to happen because you become much more aware of these little things that make a huge difference to the final image. Right, I'm hooked already after printing one photo, so I'm gonna go for another one, but this time I'm gonna do it on the PhotoSpeed NST bright white paper, matte photo paper. This is a little bit of a thicker paper, it's a matte paper. And I'm printing this photo that I took a few weeks ago of a little farm. Done everything in Lightroom, stuck it into the Canon printing app again, and let's see how this one goes. I am absolutely obsessed already. Look at that. Might not show very well. Well, it's not going to show very well on camera, but that looks so much better than I was hoping it would. I'm obsessed with printing already. This is going to be a very, very expensive hobby. Too often we put too much emphasis on the camera and the gear we are using. We are always chasing the latest and greatest pieces of kit, thinking that that will make us a better photographer. And camera companies are hell-bent on marketing things like more megapixels or better autofocus to us. And while yes, some of those things might make a difference, when you see your final image as a print, you start to realize that none of those things were actually as important as you might have thought they were, and there is a lot more that goes into taking great images. Take resolution, for example. People forget that a 4K monitor is the equivalent of around 8 megapixels. So do we really need more megapixels in our cameras? No. So what if we actually invested more time into things like this, like printing our work and analyzing it and learning from it and learning new skills instead of thinking we need a better camera to get better results? That seems far better to me. Choosing the PIXMA Pro 200 was an easy decision for me in the end because I have been doing a lot of research into different printers over the last few months or so, trying to find different ones that would suit me and the best one to go for. I went for the Pro 200 because it is user-friendly. It produces stunning prints in a variety of different paper sizes, up to A3 plus in size, and I can also stick a variety of different types of paper into it as well, whether you want glossy or fine art, matte texture paper, it does all of that, and it is perfect for my needs. There are a lot of different things to take into account though when it does come to printing your work and buying a printer. So if it is something you are looking at doing, I would definitely recommend taking the time to research and find out which one is going to be the best for you. Research different inks, research different papers and sizes. I will be making more videos on that in the future as well, so make sure you hit subscribe if you don't want to miss out on those, because it is a little bit of a confusing world. One of the main reasons that I wanted to get into printing my own work and buying my own printer is, as well as being able to hang up my work on the walls in this room, is I wanted to open up a print store. And I'm very excited to say that my print store is now open on my website and the first run is now live. It is of this image, which is, I think, one of my favorites photos I've ever taken of Brighton Beach. It's very minimalist. I absolutely love how it turned out. The print is done on PhotoSpeed NST bright white paper, which is this really nice textured matte photo paper, and it looks incredible. I'm so happy with how it turned out. So this print is now available on my website, and it is limited to just 5 copies. Each one will be signed and numbered out of 5, and once they're gone, they're gone. I won't be printing this image again. It is linked down below if you want to go and check it out. If you do decide to purchase one, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I'm super excited about these. I absolutely love them. Printing has genuinely changed the way that I see my own work, and it has made me start to appreciate the effort that I put into creating each image, and that has given me a new sense of pride in my photography as well. There's just something so satisfying about seeing a physical representation of that moment that you captured and turned into a piece of art. So whether you are new to printing or you're just curious, or maybe you have been doing it for a long time, I encourage you to get into it or to continue doing it, because it really does help you to see your art in a new way. It is so special. So that is it for this video. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, and don't forget to go and check out these prints before they're gone. They're limited to just 5. Once they're gone, they're gone. That's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one.